We have a lot of fun on CoastLife, but sometimes we tackle serious topics, things that really matter and make a difference. And that's why today we have a couple representatives from the Zwaanendael Women's Club in. We've got Sarah Poor and Betty Jane Barney. Guys, you've got a very important topic to talk about today. It's human trafficking.
Yes.
Where does that discussion start with an event that's coming our way soon?
That's a great question. So I'm the executive director for DATAC, which is the Delaware Anti-Trafficking Action Council. So me and my team have been able to do a lot of presentations like this. The main point is to make sure that we dispel the misconceptions that are attached to trafficking. We can't effectively help our victims if we can't identify them, right? So there's so much heart in the state of Delaware and so many people that want to help. They just simply don't know what they're looking at and they don't know where to go with it. So that's why I'm so honored to partner to be able to bring awareness for these victims that we need to serve.
It's a dark topic. It's a
Absolutely.
difficult topic. It's
Absolutely.
not something that, over coffee on a Thursday might be the top of mind.
Right.
So how do you get that going?
Well, it started that I had two nieces that were trafficked. So it's a passion, and I love to help others that have been through that. And luckily they were rescued. They still have PTS, post-traumatic syndrome from what they went through, but they're alive, they're doing well. We never give up hope on anyone, let alone family, but anyone out there that's facing this. It's a horrific, horrific situation that we are dealing with every day, and we just want people to know what they can do.
And so for you, there's a personal connection
Yes.
there. And for so many people, they don't even realize that they have a personal
Exactly.
connection. As you get some of this information out there, what are the kinds of conversations that you've got this Shining the Light on Human Trafficking event that's coming up on May 4th?
Yes.
What is it you want people that go to this event to A, come in with, and B, leave with after the event?
Absolutely. So I think the best part is I don't have any expectation, right, of what people's knowledge of trafficking is when they come or when they meet us. And honestly, our media has done a horrific job of actually teaching society what trafficking is. So what I think happens within the context of the audience is they begin to understand that it is in our communities. It is the people that we look at. It is the people that we look over at. It's the people, it's the children within our schools, within our churches and things like that. So for me, when I do these presentations, a lot of it is to relate it to our Delawareans that are at risk, right? A lot of people think that trafficking is this far off third world country issue, and it's truly not, right? Yeah. So when you start really breaking down, like I might start out and say something like only 2% of trafficking victims are kidnapped, right? Well, that piques people's interest because they think of Taken and they think of those types of movies.
They think of it as much more overt.
Yes.
Like you've been taken, you've been shuttled off to somewhere.
Yeah.
And like you said, like a movie or something, and it's not quite like that.
Well, it's not like it at all, right? So the majority of kids that are trafficked, if they're familiar trafficked, they're actually trafficked by their moms, right? So a lot of people, that's a hard fact to grasp because it's horrific to think that parents would be the ones to traffic their children. And to even think that us as advocates, we have to almost stand in the gap between the parents and the children that are being victimized so we can help the kids, right? Because a lot of times it's generational. A lot of times there's only, and this is something that her and I were discussing, so only 2% of trafficking victims are really ever recovered, right? Like that's the national rate. And if we don't have resources and things available to them, 80% of them are re-victimized very quickly.
Let me ask you, Betty Jane, because you've got some family experience with this, how did that change the way you viewed this overall once that part of your life had taken place, once somebody in your family had gone through this, versus now where you are more educated, know what to look for?
Absolutely. It started with me putting a missing persons out on my niece. And she had been missing 6 years. And she was rescued by a SWAT team in Jacksonville, Florida. So, I mean, you don't know if they're dead or alive or what's going on in their life. And again, our family, we never give up hope. We never stop searching. And many people, are part of that. And we don't hear everything. But there's someone that always knows someone that is going through something like this.
For anybody that wants to go to this event, what do we need to know? What can you tell us?
So it's posted a couple places. So
We've got it right here.
we got it right there.
Absolutely.
Yep. So the Delaware Anti-Trafficking Action Council, we have a Facebook page. So the information is on the Facebook page, and then I do know that their group sent it out to multiple people, and it's posted on their Facebook page as well.
iHeart picked it up, iHeartRadio, and again, mass emails throughout. And if you can't scan the code to register, it's okay. Still come. It's open to the public, and we just want anybody and everybody to come, even if you don't get to scan the SKU.
Yeah,
That's important.
So it's, we'll have this code up. It's easy to scanning, but if you
Thanks.
can't do it, if you're not doing it right now, still show up, still take part in
Absolutely.
the conversations that are happening there. Is there anything else that is important for you guys to relay to the people at home about either the topic or the event that's coming up that you think is important to get out there today?
So I just want to leave you with this. So could you ever imagine somebody walking up to a domestic violence victim that's all beat up, right, and say, why were you disobedient? But every day we see human trafficking victims that are approached and they'll say, well, why were you promiscuous? Well, why did you stay? There's a lot of things that, and I get it, it's easier to ask the victim that than to ask yourself what you could have done as a community member or advocate or whatever your role is in this. But really, that's not helping the victims at all, right? It's just pushing them further into the shadows. So we want to let the victims know all across the state that, number one, our Delaware citizens are not for sale, and we're not going to be complacent and allow them just to be sold blindly. And then number two, our victims do have a voice, and they deserve to be heard, and they deserve to be advocated for, and that's what we're here to do. We have to stop looking at victims the way that we do and start rerouting our efforts and be able to accept them in ways that we haven't in the past.
And find a way to help.
Absolutely.
I mean, honestly, that's what it all boils down to.
Yes.
What both of you guys seem to be talking about is finding ways to help people that have been taken advantage of through no fault of their own.
Right.
There's also SARC, S-A-R-C,
Yes.
Sexual Response Assault Center out of Georgetown and Wilmington. And again, they have many, many resources as well. We work with them. We work with Nancy Will with State Trooper 7, with the Victims
Services.
Unit. So it's a collaboration of so many people that have a passion to make the public aware regarding this horrific situation. It's right in our own backyard.
Well, thank you so much, A, for sharing your story. I
Thank
very
you.
much appreciate it. Thank you for the work that you guys are doing. We appreciate it here out on the coast. We are going to take a break. We have more Coast Life coming up right after the break.